we begin at 4:05, so we'll just give enough time for everybody who wanted to join, to join and then continue this. Okay, so I think let's begin the session. So I'm Keerti Rastogi. I'm a solution consultant with Adobe, and I specialize in the document cloud solution. So today we are going to be talking about Adobe Document Cloud solution, specifically focusing on sales professionals. In today's session, oh, um, is everyone else able to hear me or
Yeah, I can hear you.
okay?
For anyone who's having trouble hearing Ketki, I would suggest just try logging off and joining back in. Sometimes that helps with. Okay, good.
Ah,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, yeah. Thanks, Guru. Yeah, so in today's session, we are going to be covering these four things, which are sales challenges. What are the challenges that are faced by sales personas on a daily basis? What is the Adobe Document Cloud solution for the same? And also, I'll be taking you through a few demos of how we can help you out in your daily lives. We'll also give you certain customer references who've been using this for their sales team. And also, what are the benefits that have been seen by our customers, both quantifiable and non quantifiable benefits that we'll talk about that the customer can see once they take on Adobe Document Cloud to manage their processes. So, to begin with, let's talk about the challenges that are faced by the sales team on a daily basis, right? In today's world, the engagements have become digital first. Everybody is communicating um, over over sessions like these, right? Wherein we are electronically meeting each others over webinars or sessions. The workplace is a hybrid workplace wherein we come into office maybe a few days in a week and are managing our work both from home and from office. And digital document processes are strategic because there's a lot of communication that is happening over these documents that need to be managed in the entire process. So, being a salesperson, you may be out in the field or you may be working from home. There are a lot of documents that you're looking at or transacting on throughout your day. So, documents, as we spoke about it a little before, are the heart of your business. And whenever you're talking out to a sales team, there are a lot of documents involved. Just like, it could be contracts that you have to send to your customer, could be invoices, could be renewal agreements that you need to renew certain agreements with your customers, could be responses to a request for proposals that have come across on your desk, could be change orders, purchase orders, scope of work. So there's a lot of documentation that is highly important documentation that is happening between you and the customer on a daily basis. You are creating these documents, managing these documents, and sending these documents to your customer, and you're getting these documents back from your customer to make certain changes, and you're making those changes on the fly. This is where Adobe document, so this entire process of documents that you're surrounded with at times can be overwhelming. There needs to be a better way to manage this particular document. And there is. So the deals that we see today are, and especially from a sales persona's perspective, right? What we have, when we've been talking to sales personas, what we have seen that the sales organizations, they state that 78% of the deals are at risk because of the poor customer experience. There have been delays in the documents that have been sent across, not the right information was sent across, things like that. 68% of the companies that have disjoint systems between lead generation, pipeline, and sales contracts, that leads to discontinuity in document. And at times, the sales personas are forced to maybe, cut, copy, paste numbers and verbiage from one place into the other. And that could lead to errors as well. Also, a lot of sales time, 71% of the sales rep time is spent on back office tasks, creating these documents, managing these documents, and ensuring that the right document goes to the customer. This is where Adobe Document Cloud solution comes in. With Adobe Document Cloud solution, you'll be able to empower your sales team that will be able to delight the customers, decrease the risk and increase compliance and security of your documents, decrease the risk of errors in documents, and increase the compliance and security in the documents that are being sent across. Now, mind you, most of this conversation that is happening with the customer is generally based on PDFs, right? And that we can do and manage very well. Also, you'll be able to develop fast, deploy our solution fast and get value out of our solution rather quickly. So with Adobe Document Cloud can be actually broken down into 4 pieces to help you with your daily lives. The first is the most known piece, which is our desktop and mobile apps, the Acrobat and Adobe Scan solution that allows you to manage documents on the go. We also have an e-sign solution. Now, this e-sign solution helps you sign the document and helps your customer sign the document. And there is an improved turnaround time and experience when you use an e-sign solution. We also have Document Cloud APIs. Now, these APIs help you with automation in document. What does that mean? Maybe if you have a company and you want to, generate documents on the go or extract information from these documents on the go, or manipulate the documents that you already have, maybe combine a few documents or split a particular document, you can automate all of these tasks using our using our document services APIs. We also have a healthy ecosystem of integrations wherein you can access our solution from within the productivity solution of your choice. Could be Microsoft, could be Google. We also integrate with CRMs. So we have ready integrations with MS Dynamics. We also have integration with Salesforce, which we are going to be talking about in depth during the course of the session. So let's begin from the first piece itself, right? Which is our desktop and our web and mobile application. Uh, which helps you to manage your documents. So that's where Adobe's Acrobat and Adobe Sign comes in. It helps you with secure viewing on the web in desktop or mobile format, ensures that the documents are accessible and optimized to your viewing. So in fact, we also have introduced something called a liquid mode. So if in case if you are reading a PDF on your mobile and you want to improve the readability of this PDF, you can switch on this liquid mode. That'll ensure that the text is readable, and it manages the text on the screen of the mobile phone. Also, there is cross device support. So if you're viewing a document on your laptop and now need to move to your now need to go back home, and while going back home you want to read the same document on your mobile, you can do that as well, right? So with Adobe's Acrobat, you'll be able to manage a document from any device of your choice. Now, this will help you improve efficiency, as I spoke about earlier, right? You can access Adobe Acrobat solution from within the productivity solution of your choice. So suppose you were to be working with Microsoft solutions, right? Maybe O365 is where you're creating your document. SharePoint is where you're storing and collaborating on your documents. And then once you have collaborated on these documents, you may want to combine this document and send it for a review or send it to the end customer. So you can improve the efficiency, your efficiency, while working with these documents. So suppose I have the sales proposal that I need to reuse and send out. I could reuse it in the solution of my choice, edit it, combine these documents and send them out as required. Also, if you wanted to make your document accessible on the fly, and to do that, you wanted to first combine and organize the document, and then send it and then have a live review in on Teams. And then after the review has been done, you could automatically tag it, have the accessibility AI tag that particular document so it is more accessible to people with different abilities. Now let's take a use case wherein I'm going to be wearing the hat of a salesperson, and I have access to SharePoint in my organization, right? And today I want to be working on a few documents, and I want to send this sales proposal out to one of my customers. So let's see what that process will look like. So this is me. I'm a salesperson, and I'm working on this proposal for a company. And in this proposal, I have a presentation that I want to share with them. I also want to share certain images which are in JPEG and PNG format. Along with the proposal, I also want them signing up on the contract that we are going to be sending them. So I have a gym membership DogX contract right here. And also I want to share an Excel sheet. Now, after I've made all my edits, so I'm going to open the gym membership, the fitness membership agreement here. If there are any edits I want to make, I can make them from right here. So once I've made all my edits, all I want to do is to send a combined proposal in minutes to my client, right? I'm going to just select all of these documents, do a right click, go on Adobe Document Cloud, and combine the files using Acrobat. So here you can see we are combining a presentation, a Word file, an Excel sheet, and two images in different format, JPEG and PNG. Now, maybe certain slides in this presentation, I don't need them. So I'm just going to go ahead, delete these slides. This looks good. I want all of the images to be together before the agreement. I want the agreement to be the last thing. So I'm going to sequence the Excel sheet as well before the agreement. And this looks good to me. So I'm just going to go ahead, click on combine. And there, I've been able to combine this particular document. I can go ahead, view this document. This looks good. And now I can send it to my customer, right? So as you saw, we did all of this from within SharePoint, the productivity solution of my choice. And from within SharePoint, I accessed Acrobat capabilities to combine the document and then send it to my customer. So basically, what I'm trying to tell you is there's no need for you to download all of this file, open them in Acrobat, and then combine them. You could do all of this in the productivity solution of your choice, hence giving you more time to work on other things. Let's move on and see what else we have out there. So the second, so after Acrobat solution, we also have Adobe Sign solution, Adobe Acrobat Sign, that allows you to sign a document from the device of your choice. Again, it ensures that the documents are secured, maintains an audit trail, has analytics. We give you reports and dashboards of any transactions that are signed through our Adobe Acrobat Sign. It's a cross-device experience. So suppose you send this sales contract to your customer, and maybe they're on the go and they want to read through this contract while being on their tab or their mobile phone, they could do that. We also have identity verification where we can ensure that the right document goes to the right people. So here, this is Adobe Acrobat Sign solution is a highly secured and a compliant solution. So if you are from different industries, which need to, you may have certain nuances in your industries that you need to comply with. Could be GDPR, these compliances could be GDPR, VCPCI compliances, ISO certification, FedRAMP compliances that you may need for your documents that are there in Adobe Acrobat Sign. The signatures that are done with our signing solution are legally binding e-signature, have multiple compliance certificates, which you've already seen. They're reliable and secured. So once you send this document using our solution, you can rest ensured that this is a secure and reliable solution, and it is also auditable. What that means is whoever does whatever they do, whenever they do it, we are going to be tracking that entire audit trail with our solution. So I'm going to show you a quick demo of our Adobe Acrobat Sign, wherein I'm going to again wear the hat of salesperson, and I want to send a non-disclosure agreement to one of the prospects that we are talking to. So again, I'm going to go in here. This is our Adobe Acrobat Sign Solution portal. It is welcoming me. And I also have certain quick links to help me do my tasks rather quickly. So here I have fill and sign a document, publish a web form, or if I want to send quite a few documents in bulk to a certain set of people, I could do that. I could also set up templates that I can reuse. So something like a non-disclosure agreement could be set up as a template and reused again and again. So again, I'm going to wear the hat of the salesperson who is going to request for e-signature. And we are going to have my manager sign this document. So I'm going to give in my manager's name. So the first person we are going to send this to is my manager so that they can sign this document. And after my manager has signed this document, I want this to be sent to the customer. So in this case, the customer is Shilpa. So we're going to send this document to Shilpa. If I want to give a private message to my manager that I don't want to disclose to Shilpa, I can send a private message, ask him or her to sign. And then I'm going to go ahead and upload the file that I want to send across. So in this case, it is a non-disclosure agreement. I can also password protect it, set completion deadlines. So suppose I want this document to expire within 14 days, because after that this contract is not going to be valid. I'm going to set up a completion deadline. I can also set up reminders, because I don't want to send in manual reminders maybe after every 2 days in case the person has not yet signed it, right? So I can set up reminders at a frequency of my choice. Could be every day, every week, every other day, so on and so forth. After that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead, click on next. And I'm going to preview this document. This document looks good. So here I'm going to ask my manager to first sign this. I also want to add the other details like their name. I can also add their designation, place, date as per my liking. Then after the manager has signed it, I want Shilpa, who is my customer, to sign this document. So I can go ahead and put in the signature field for her. So I want her to sign this document right here. Again, I would like her to put in her name. So again, you can just drag and drop all the information that you need from your client or your manager right in here, right? Suppose as a part of this contract, I also want Shilpa to give me certain additional documentation, right? I can have this file attachment set up here wherein she'll be asked to upload the required document. And we can also set this up as required or read only as per our requirement. So I'm going to delete this for now. And we're just going to simply have both my manager and Shilpa sign this document. And I'm going to click on send, right? Now let's wear the hat of my manager who would have received this document. I'm just going to, yeah. So here, again, this document has been sent out to my manager. He gets this private message, please sign this document ASAP. He also gets this common message, please review and complete the non-disclosure agreement. Everything looks good to him. He's going to go ahead and click on review and sign. Click on continue accepting e-signature as a method of signing. And then just go ahead and review the document, or he can use these tags to navigate through the document. So then he's going to go ahead and add his signature. He can also draw, upload an image, or send a link to a mobile phone wherein they can use the touch screen to draw up their signature. So I'm going to click on just typing it for now and click on apply. And that's it. All I have to do is to click on click to sign to actually sign this document. Now, once the manager signs this document, it is automatically sent to Shilpa, who was next in this particular flow. So I'm going to go ahead, open up Shilpa's email ID. Shilpa too has received this particular document and which is asking for her signature. As you can see, the private message is not here, only the common message is displayed to her. And this looks good. So she's going to go ahead, click on review and sign, scroll through the document or use these tags. And as you can see, the manager's sign is right here. Now it's Shilpa's turn to sign. She can again type her name or draw her name or upload an image or send a link to a mobile phone, just like the manager could, and click on apply. Once she's clicked on apply, she can click on click to sign to actually sign this particular document. Now, once this document has been signed, let's go ahead and look at the signed document. So I'm just going to quickly download that document. We're going to open up this document. So here, this is the signed document from both my manager and Shilpa. Both of both of them have been able to sign this document. But also let's look at the audit trail associated with the document, right? So here you can see this is the entire audit trail associated with the document. And we answer the 4 W's. Who, Keiki Rastogi, what did she do? She created the document. At when did she create the document? The time is registered, and also where the IP address is registered from where she created this particular document. And this audit trail, this 4 W's, we will capture for all the steps that have happened in this particular transaction. Also, as you know, I spoke about security. These documents are highly secure documents and you can't edit them just on the go. So if you were to click on edit, it'll throw an error telling you that this has been signed and cannot be edited. Also, you can see that there is a blue bar on top. This blue bar actually certifies the authenticity of this particular document, telling you that the signatures are in it are valid and have been done by the people who have have actually gone ahead and signed this particular agreement. So let's go back. So that's about our signing solution, and we will move on to the next piece of this session. So the next piece of Adobe Document Cloud is the document services that we spoke about earlier. So in Adobe Document Cloud, you have access to our embed APIs, our service APIs, extract APIs, and also the sign APIs. Now, basically what these APIs help you do is it helps you perform it helps you automate the tasks that you need to perform from the solution of your choice. So if you wanted to integrate our solution to another solution of your choice, you could do that using our API services. Also, if you wanted to manipulate the document, right, create documents, combine them, linearize them, all of those actions, you could do them using the PDF services APIs. If you wanted to extract information, suppose you're getting a lot of scanned documents and you want to extract text from it, you could run OCR and extract information using our APIs as well. Suppose you have 5,000 documents or 10,000 documents, right, that need details that you need to extract from. That could be processed using our API. So think of our API services or document cloud document services that we offer as any automation that you want to bring about in your organization for bulk processing documents. So if you want to bulk process or process and a merge action or combine documents in a particular way, you could use our APIs to help you with that. So let's talk. So let's move forward and then now talk about the integration ecosystem that we have. Since this particular session is dedicated to the sales team, we are going to be specifically talking about our integration both with Salesforce and MS Dynamics. So we are going to pick up one workflow. Now it is sales. I know there are multiple workflows that you're looking at. You're looking at invoices, you're looking at contracts, you're looking at many other documents that you're churning out. But let's look at the contract workflow for now and see how we can help you with it. So right now, your sales contract may have multiple steps, right? You have to find a template, create a proposal, email the proposal, have legal and sales leadership view it, apply edits. It has multiple iteration and the entire workflow that it has to go through. In this entire workflow, what we have analyzed is that there are a total of 18 steps, out of which 15 steps are actually manual. What if I said we could reduce the number of manual steps and ensure that we can get your required documents a little bit faster? So this is how we can help you automate your entire process and bring it down from an 18-step process, in which we had 15 manual steps, to a mere 4-step process with 0 manual steps. So how will Adobe come into picture, right? So you'll be able to generate a contract using our Adobe PDF services. So we, as I spoke about this earlier, we have document generation APIs that help you pick up information that is stored in your CRM solution, could be Dynamics or Salesforce, and apply it on a particular document of your choice, in this case, contracts. Once the document has been created, all you have to do is to send this document to your customer, and you will send this document using Adobe Acrobat site, wherein the customer will receive the document, and customer will then electronically sign the document using using a desktop or a mobile phone, right? As soon as they sign the document, the CRM will automatically be updated that yes, this particular document has been signed. This is the signed document for your future reference. And also, a triggered workflow can automatically be created, so as to ensure that the downstream systems can also have the prerequisite information. So the downstream system could be the billing system or an order management solution in this case, wherein they need to know that the contract has been executed and now they can start their billing process or the order management process, right? So how will Adobe Hey, hi, Dipankar. Hi, Dipankar. I do see your hands raised. I think let's just go through this entire session, and maybe we'll have some time towards the end, and I'll take your questions then. Does it sound good?
That sounds good. No issues.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that then. Okay. So Adobe Document Cloud, and we'll see how Adobe Document Cloud can function with MS Dynamics. So here, suppose the salesperson is meeting with the prospect uh, over a Teams call, just like this one. They're discussing the contract, they're agreeing to certain terms and conditions, and they finalize that okay, this is the contract that we need to get signed. Now, once that acceptance is given to the salesperson, the sales persona comes back into their Microsoft environment and clicks a button on Power Automate, which utilizes our DocGen APIs to create the contract that they have just agreed upon. Then the salesperson, after the contract has been created, the salesperson will go ahead, send this particular contract using our signed solution, which we saw before, wherein then the customer can come in and sign the document. Also, the prospect signs and the sales, once the prospect signs the document, a notification can be given to the salesperson that yes, this person has signed the document via email. So there's no need for the salesperson to keep hanging around on his emails to see if, oh, whether has this person signed the email today or not. They can be just logged on to their Teams, and they'll get a Teams message that yes, this person has signed the document, the process has been completed. Also, the signed document and the audit trail can then go back into Microsoft Dynamics so that you can store the document. And tomorrow, or 10 days from now, or maybe 90 days from now, when the payment is due, person can go ahead, read the contract, read the terms and conditions again, and see what was actually discussed and decided upon. So this is how, using our solution, you will be able to create and manage documents within your ecosystem, within MS Dynamics in this case. We also have a very sound integration with Salesforce, right? So if your organization is using Salesforce as a solution and you want to send documents, you want to create and send documents to your customers for them to view and sign the documents, you could do that as well. So I'm going to give you a short demo for this, and again, I'm going to be wearing the hat of my favorite sales persona, wherein I'm going to be sending out a sales order today to the customer of my choice. So here I am, logged into Salesforce, And today I'm going to go into the opportunities that I'm dealing with. So currently I'm dealing with two opportunities that I have in hand. One is the ABC opportunity and one is for Burlington Textile Weaving Plant Generator. So I'm going to go ahead, open up this opportunity, view the details. So I can see that there is there is an account linked to it, so on and so forth. Also, when I go into the products that we want to be proposing to this particular client, I can see them listed here as products. So here today we're going to be selling them Gen Watt diesel, 100K watt diesel generator, and a few 10 in quantity watt diesel generator, 10-watt diesel generator, and also give them support and SLA attached to it. And I want all of this information about my client, their addresses, this information about the products and the products that we are proposing to them to be put on a document and to send to them, right? So to do that, all I have to do is to click on this downward arrow and click on send for signatures. So here it is generating the agreement as well in the background. So here the document has been generated. It's going to be sent by me. It's actually going to be sent to my manager, and then it's going to be sent to Shilpa, who is the end customer who will be signing on this particular agreement, right? And all the details are right in here. So here, along with the sales order, we also want to send them a non-disclosure agreement. So we have added that as well. I'm going to preview and add signature fields and click on next. So this document that you see on the screen right now has actually been created using Adobe solution. We have dynamically pulled in the customer name. Since I'm the salesperson for this particular customer, I have my name attached here. We also have the entire product list, right? The products that we are proposing to this particular customer listed here, the quantity of the product, the list price of the product, and the total price. And we are also showcasing the total amount of this entire package that we're selling to the customer right here. We can also have conditional text put into this document. What does that mean, right? Maybe you're sending this document from US, or maybe at times you will send this document from India. So the taxes in US are going to be different than taxation in India, and taxes of the region will apply, right? So you can have conditional text placed in here that will ensure that only the customers who are headquartered in a certain region will receive that particular text. So basically, you are dynamically creating these custom documents, these personalized documents for your customers, and ensuring that they get the right details for them to go ahead and sign. Now, all you have to do is to actually click on send, and then this document again will be sent to the manager first and then to Shilpa. So you can see all of these tags have already been set up, and all I have to do is to click on send. So we've already seen this process in bits and pieces in the entire signing process previously, wherein I went in and uploaded a document and signed the document both from manager and the customer's perspective, and the same workflow will follow here. But what is unique about this particular integration is the fact that we were able to generate this information which carried personalized information about the customer that was stored on Salesforce. We put it on a document. We were able to produce this document, and now we are able to send it for signing. So that's about our integration with Salesforce. Now let's talk about a certain customer references and how certain customers have benefited from our solution. So let's talk about Hitachi solutions. So they faced certain challenges in the beginning. They needed, better, faster customer services with fewer transitions. They wanted to improve compliances with GDPR and other regulation. They also wanted to reduce the time and the labor involved in creating and managing customer agreements. And of course, they wanted to strengthen the reputation as a technology leader. That was also key to them. So the solutions that were proposed to them were the ones that you're seeing today, right? We proposed the document cloud solution, our Adobe Acrobat Sign solution, and its integration with Microsoft Dynamics 365. How did this help them? This helped them reduce their turnaround time for contracts by 80%. Also, they were able to deliver more billable hours to improve the bottom line of accelerating contract finalization. So it took them less time to finalize on contracts. Also, less time was spent in processing paperwork using Microsoft Dynamics and 365 integration and automated workflows that we spoke about earlier. We were also able to maintain compliances and auditability of the document and of the contracts and track them better for later on management purposes. So Hitachi really benefited from this association that they had with us. So as as a key takeaway, right? What we want to tell you is we have a document cloud solution or a document solution for everyone, be it just signing a contract or creating or managing or making changes on the go or doing some kind of bulk processing or having an integration ecosystem set up so that you can have these document workflows integrated with solutions of your choice. We can actually help you with that. We can help you keep the teams more collaborative, productive, and secure. We integrate with leading platform, of course, empower collaboration. We can also help you streamline license management and deployment, give you unmatched security, and also support virtual environments via our solution. Now, what are some quantitative benefits that your sales team can have from our solution? They'll see a 30% improvement in transaction time. The experience will be 100% digital. We spoke about living in this era of COVID and digital communication being one of the first and foremost point of communication with customers these days. We can help you digitize up to 100% all your paper-based processes, right? Also, especially while using sign and going from manual signing to electronic signing, people have seen an ROI increase of 519%. So these are a few realizations that our customers have had. So these were the benefits that I wanted to share in the session today. I'm open to taking that questions, the question that was there earlier. I think it was Dipankar who had asked a question. Okay, maybe.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Vikas here.
Okay, hi Vikas.
Hi. So actually, I just want to understand the certificate option is there and the sign is also there. So what's the difference between them?
When you mean digital certificates, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So both are valid forms of. Yeah, both are valid forms of signature, but digital certificates are a little restrictive, and they're restrictive and secured form of signature. Wherein, maybe you'll have a digital certificate token in a pen drive that you have got from a provider of your choice, and you will actually have to need access to this pen drive every time you need to sign a particular document, right? With the e-sign solution, the process could be made a little bit easier. All you have to do is open up the contract, just sign it on the go. There's no need of plugging in a pen drive, ensuring that you recognize the certificate in it, and then apply that certificate using the digital signature. Also, in any e-sign, in any document that is electronically signed by using Adobe Document Cloud, I'm just going to go ahead and open the document that we were analyzing earlier. You can see even our documents carry a certificate from an organization that is recognized by the Indian government to issue certificates for e-signing, right? So here we have a certificate that is issued by eMudra that certified that yes, this is a valid and a signed document. Does that answer your question?
Actually, I understand that, but the thing is, we can create the digital signature, in Adobe without having any token or anything else. So,
Yeah.
what's the yeah? So, let's say if someone has created that one, and a sign is also there. So, which one they use it?
So if sign is there, I would recommend that you use sign, especially if you're here in India, because this is an eMudra certificate that has been that is actually a government recognized certificate that you carry, right? So I would encourage you to use e-sign over just creating your own digital signature option using Acrobat.
Okay. And another thing is there any limit for combining different kind of files? File size like 100 Mbps, that much you can combine.
So what exactly are you looking at?
No, it's like basically if we have around 10 20 files and we want to combine it, and limitation will be, let's say, 1 gig. So is it possible for to do that?
You
Or
should
is
be
there
able to
any limit?
combine files. So, I mean, what kind of documents are these that you're trying to combine?
No, I just want to understand that there should be a limit or not for that.
There is a
File.
limit. There is a limit for you can have as many documents as you want. You can send it through the platform in one transaction, as long as it's within 10 MB.
Okay. And for the exporting purpose, there is also limit.
Uh, are you talking about signing, Vikas,
No,
or
no,
are you
actually,
talking about in general?
no. Actually, I'm talking about Acrobat Pro. So there is an
Acrobat
option.
Pro.
Yeah. And the certificate, I was also asking about that. The Acrobat Pro. So it's all three questions are related to Pro. So
So,
is there any limit? Yes.
so when you're talking about limit, that is the combine feature that I showed. That is the combining limit that you're asking for, right? Using Acrobat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can combine as many documents as you want. We can get back to you if there is a limit, but I don't. So normal use cases should be met, even if that is heavy documentation that you have. We should be able to combine it using Acrobat Pro. Have you had any hurdles like up till now that this is kind of a concern?
No, actually, I don't have, but I just wanted to understand if someone going to ask me, so that's why.
Yeah,
So
no,
is
so
there a limit?
absolutely you can go ahead and try this because combining files using our Adobe Acrobat Pro DC should not be a lot of trouble and nor would be exporting. So even I have at times exported, 20, 30 MB files into a different format and they have gotten properly placed. So I mean, if there is a issue, do reach out to us, but I don't see any issue in this per se. I see another hand raised. Yeah,
Dipankar.
Dipankar. Yeah,
Correct. So, I have three questions basically.
yeah,
One question is, suppose organization A send the Adobe sign document to organization B,
yeah,
and
yeah,
organization B don't use the Adobe signature.
yeah.
They use something else. In
Hmm,
that scenario, how
hmm.
exactly it's going to happen? Still, he can sign with Adobe, or he need to utilize his signature, this one, or how he can go ahead and do that?
So basically, what will happen is you're going to send him Adobe Acrobat sign document, right?
Correct.
Using Adobe Acrobat sign, you're going to send him a document, and they don't need any sort of licenses
Okay.
for signing on this, right?
Okay.
So you have sent the document because you have the licenses. They'll get an email, just like Shilpa got the email. They'll get an
Right.
email. All they have to do is open up that email and sign the document. There's no
Okay.
question of having another solution or not having Adobe Acrobat sign. They do not even need to have Acrobat, right? They'll be still be able to view the document and sign it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So suppose organization A and B both has to sign on that document, and organization B as it is, they don't have the Adobe this one. So how many licenses will be utilized over here? As per I know, it is as per the signatures, number of signatures. So if
Yeah.
there is two signatures, it will be two, consider as two licenses to the party A who is using Adobe signature, or it will be one.
So we are actually not we are not we are a transaction based like when especially when you talk about Adobe Acrobat sign, it's not
Correct.
a login based a licensing that we do. We are actually transaction based, and for
Mhm.
us, if a transaction can have up to 25 people interacting on it. So what does that mean? Is that if you have two or three people who need to sign the document, so there are going to be three signatures in the same document, that is going to be
Hmm.
one transaction.
Okay. So
Yeah,
one document, one transaction.
one transaction. And the only people who need licenses or access to our solutions are the senders.
Okay.
Nobody else, like person outside your organization, they don't need any kind of licenses.
Okay.
They'll just
If
receive that email that they have to interface with and open up the document and sign
even
it.
even if they do have the sign, it will not consider as a transaction for them.
No, not for them. It'll be so
Okay.
the sender's transactions are considered. If they have Adobe Sign working in their organization, this is this is your transaction that you have sent to them. They're just a mere signer in there.
Okay. And after the signing, if there is some modification happened on the document and it is
Okay.
resending for signing, is that considered as a second transaction?
Yes. So if there are, because see, entire intent of having a signing solution in place is to maintain consistency, right? So
Hmm.
suppose you have, you have decided that this is the document that we're going to sign between you and me, and once you have signed it, and the other person has also signed. So once even one person has signed it, we cannot make any more changes in that, right?
Okay.
Now, when the second person signs it or maybe rejects it, that's their call. This particular transaction that is ongoing will then need to be cancelled, and then you'll have to start a new transaction with the new agreed upon document.
Okay. And if apart from Dynamics or the other this one, if they have some homegrown or probably some other CRM solution, can be the API can be made for those, or how exactly we can go ahead and do that?
Yeah, so the APIs exactly are meant for those. So if they have some homegrown custom solution, we leverage our Adobe Acrobat sign via APIs, and they could leverage those APIs to integrate with the homegrown solution that they have, and then utilize it to send out documents as seamlessly as we were sending out documents for
No,
signing within Salesforce or uh,
no, I'm not talking about
Dynamics.
Salesforce or Dynamic. If there is a
Yeah.
homegrown ERP, there is that the API need to be created, right, for that.
Yes.
So
Yes.
who
So
will
we have.
create that API? So your team will create that APIs if customer request on that front?
So we already have a set of APIs. This integration will need to be owned by the customer who is implementing it.
Okay. And I believe the API will not this one, right? There is no charge for customer on the API front.
No, we are a transaction-based organization. As I said, we'll only charge you on the transactions. The APIs access come along with it. So as in when you run our APIs, and of course, after you have got that entire integration set up, you're going to be utilizing our transactions. So that's where we'll charge you. But yeah, you'll
Okay.
have access to APIs with no additional cost.
Okay, great. So this is what exactly my question was.
Okay. 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 Any other questions that we have? Okay, then I think. Oh, hi,
Oh,
Paulina.
Hi, Kitake.
Hey.
Actually, see you tomorrow soon.
Yes.
Kitake, I would like to ask you one question. I think maybe it will be also helpful for other participants. Uh, I've heard from some like Adobe people, for example, if the client has enterprise version of Acrobat Pro or Adobe Acrobat Sign, they can change the maximum size of document for signing. For example, now we know that the limit
Yeah.
is 10
Yeah.
megabytes,
Yeah.
and also a number of pages. Uh,
Yeah.
could you please explain how it happens technically? What we should do to do it? Because usually our clients, they're using enterprise version, and
Yeah.
for example, for some clients, this request is relevant.
Yes. So you're absolutely right, Paulina. We do carry for now. This is for Adobe Acrobat Sign and not for Adobe Acrobat, right? This is specifically for Sign. We do have an upload limit of 10 MB, but on special request for certain customers, we do increase the limit. We do increase the limit as per their requirement. So you need to raise a customer support ticket for this, basically asking our services to go into the back end and then put in the uh, required size that you need. So yeah, for certain customers, we do increase the size limit of the documents that they can send across using Adobe Acrobat Sign. So yeah,
Uh,
there you go,
Thank you,
Paulina.
Ketake, and like just your opinion, it would be better to create the request from VIP console, because they usually these clients they have enterprise support level and they can create ticket from the console, or it would be the same like if they text via adobe.com support chat.
No, it would be better to raise a ticket so that it can, be tracked and managed per se.
Okay, thank you very much.
Any other questions that I can take? Okay, so I think we can go ahead and conclude the session. Before I conclude, I also want to share these two email IDs. So we have Pallavi and Neha, uh, uh, who are in our organization, and you can go ahead and you can reach out to them if you have any queries about Adobe Acrobat Sign or Document Cloud in general, and if you would like to have that implemented in your organization. So this is P Oja, OJA @ adobe